Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Sanspurl Academy. I'm Coach Evelyn, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat full clear junglers when you're playing these sort of oppressive early game champions like Lisa, Nidalee, and try to erase some bad narratives some of you might have when you're versing these champions. Maybe you're scared like you can't let them full clear, so you can't full clear yourself, but sometimes in reality, you can't actually do these 2 camp, 1 camp, 3 camp invades, and sometimes all you have is just a full clear, and then you're waiting for the right sequence to be able to play the game. So I'm going to be going over this game. So level 1, I have a stronger team. And I'm really trying to find this Lily. I see if I can get a flash or anything. So that's a really good start. We have a Blitzcrank and we're playing Nidalee. We have a very, very strong level 1. Like Ezreal, Blitz, Nidalee, some of the strongest champs level 1. So if you do have a stronger level 1, try to pull off some sort of invade where you think you can get some sort of advantage. Because this is how you should play. Like if you have a stronger level 1. Like there's no reason not to try abuse it, right? And then here I'm starting red because I want to clear up because both supports kind of cancel each other out. And I can't really go bot and get a kill. So I'm asking myself, what's the easiest kill outside of the jungle 1v1? And that's pathing top because I have a range versus melee top, so it's going to be volatile generally unless the melee champ completely concedes. So the easiest top in this game is probably going to, the easiest kill this game is probably going to be top. So that's why I'm pathing up, as well as a potential invade. If she ends up starting her blue side, I'm happy to invade her top side, because any volatility mid lane is probably going to be good. I have a Kled with Ignite versus Halo Blade's Vi with TP. So we do have that Ignite advantage, so volatility is going to be in our favor usually. And then obviously top should get priority as well as be volatile. So any sort of fighting top is probably going to benefit me because Nidalee against Lilia is a very uneven matchup early for in our favor, especially if we have the red buff, right, guys? And she has the blue buff. So that's just one option we have. But she started top because we level 1 invaded and we wanted to get vision as well. And we did that and we know that she's pathing down. Or she could do some weird 3 camp into our jungle just to keep in mind. So we're just full clearing up, and there's a potential for a raptor invade. That's something I'm thinking about. And then we just see the bowling ball there, which is information. All sort of information is what we're looking out for. So that means she just crossed and she tried to E-mid. So that means she's going to a wolves now. And we ping that out for our teammates because they're probably not as switched on as us because we are the jungler. So they're trying to figure out the jungle pathing, but it's a bit harder for them, right? They're focusing on laning. We're just clearing. So we just ping that out for them. Very important. I screw up my clear a little bit here. Have to smite, but you're not meant to Q the romp. You're meant to Q the blue, and then your clear will be pretty good. But almost a good clear. Yeah. So yeah. There's not really much. We're just looking for an opportunity top potentially, but there's nothing to do. But oh, we can't just go bot, right? And we're looking for maybe a cheeky spear, something like that. Just helping out our small to crash this wave, making sure nothing weird happens. And after we check for a bit, we go to the crab. We don't need to take crab fast, it doesn't matter because there's not really any crossing opportunity. Their bot is full control and mid I think killed, so mid us the base, so that's why I don't do anything. And then Vi has a free move here, so that's why I don't end up going for the 4-minute Raptor respawn invade. But say my mid has prior here, I'm for sure going for the invade because our 2v2 is a lot better. And the top state's very good for that. Maybe there's a dive after or something like that. Generally, I like to invade Raptors if there's something I can do mid or top. I don't like just getting Raptors for the sake of Raptors unless I have nothing else to do, so that's how I think about that. And then we just get our faded ashes, ensuring that our full clear is going to be very, very fast on the next cycle. And then we're here on spawn. Just remember, Krugs or Gromp, if you start blue, whatever side you start on, it's going to spawn at 4 minutes and 20. Just some nice information to keep in mind. And then the next camp, 4:40, 5:10, roughly on these timers, just to keep in mind. About a 20-second gap in between, 15 to 20, depending on how fast your champ clears. And then we're just here, really good tempo. And now what we're thinking about is mid, top, and where the jungler is, and the next Raptor respawn. So mid, we're trying to keep a close eye on. Looks like there's nothing happening. Top's a little bit volatile. You can see the Camille actually eating forward. You can see it on the minimap. And Lilia did a weird path this game, so I already knew I had an advantage as soon as I saw she showed on the top there. So she has faded ashes. I see her base, but That means she took her top camps and then based and went for the Faded Ashes, or she based and then went Raptors Krogs after. So she either to one of those two, and we just finish our clear here, knowing that she's done something weird. We actually skip the Gromp here and then look for this play, and then this Lilia just lets me hit her for free. So any damage you can get on the enemy jungler if they don't have a big heal is just going to be very valuable if you have nothing else to do. So consider that an objective if you're playing early game champions. You want to just chase the enemy jungler out or just hit them as much as possible without dying. Because each little bit of damage adds up. And they usually won't int like that Lilia did. Like Lilia looked like a bit of a robot, I know guys. But just keep that in mind. You want to do as much damage as possible, so if any skirmish does happen, you're always going to have the advantage. And we're playing Nidalee especially, so we're always going to be really, really healthy with our E. So that's just a little fundamental to keep in mind. Always abuse. If you're playing Graves especially, any range champ, just any order you can get on the enemy junglers is just always going to add up and be very, very strong and useful. And we're just going for the grubs here. And we know that Lilia's bot side now because our bot side camps are up, but our Raptors, Red, and Krugs are all going to be respawning shortly. And we just saw Lilia show near the dragon, so she's probably doing the dragon, and Scuttle is also spawned bot side. So that's all she can be for now. And we see our Kled go down there, but this is just a free timer for us to take these camps, right? And the second the third Raptor respawn comes with Red respawn, so always really nice to think of. And then paying attention to my Kled here. I'm looking for the red sort of, seeing if I can do Krogs after, but then I see my Kled look for this sort of invade fight on the Lilia, chunking her out, but I'm just paying attention. It looks like she lives 1 HP. I'm just seeing where she goes, and it looks like she's coming towards these Raptors because she's like, oh, Nidalee's probably in my bot side right now, but I just give it 5 seconds to say, alright, I don't know if she's basing or not. I'm gonna give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's sort of my thought process there. And I was like, okay, then there's the Lilia's coming, so I'm just gonna pick up the quick kill, and if she didn't recall, and then it looks like we go for a bit of a top play if possible. I didn't time my spear correctly there. If I did, if I was more experienced versing Camille, I probably would have hit that spear and I might have been able to get a kill or something. But yeah, just needed to throw it a bit earlier. But yeah, we just take the base. And now we have all of our camps up and we have a humongous lead. We just got 2 of Lilia's camps and killed her on in this turn. And now we have a full clear to do, which is going to be very fast because we just bought Haunting Guys giving us some AP. And we got Boots and Fade Ashes, so we're going to be quite fast on our tempo here. But it looks like Lilia tries to go for my Raptors type thing, so I'm just opening here. I'm really like looking for any sort of fight I can find with my red buff and huge buy advantage. And we get a flash out there, so that's very important to keep in mind. Lilia no flash for about 5 minutes. And maybe you're versing a different jungler that has Cosmic Insight, and you want to time that correctly. But yeah, she has sorcery, so we know it's 5 minutes, so till like 13-ish minutes, she has no flash, very important to keep in mind. And we just do our Krogs here after. We're just full clearing up here, because we have nothing to do but to just get a huge level and a gold XP advantage over this Lilia. Sometimes that's all you have to do, and we're just going to be so much more stronger than her. Even though she technically outscaled us, we're going to be so far ahead that there's just no outscaling us, right? That's all we're doing here. And there's no ganks, really. In another game, I'd just be running around going between the lanes, but it's kind of hard to kill a Leona. And any time I can fight mid, I have been, as you've seen. Just mid and top fight, mainly mid fights this game. I have a Smolder, right? She's kind of scaling. It's like playing with a Yone mid. Yone really wants to reduce volatility, get to those Berserker Greaves. You just want to reduce volatility. For Smolder, it's about one item that you can sort of start playing. Maybe 100 sacks or whatever the threshold is to start doing some sort of useful things with your Q instead of just some single target rubbish. That's my thought process there though. And I'm just trying to control this top side area and help my Smolder lane because Camille's holding the wave here, so he's going to try and look to go on the Smolder here, so I'm just ready for that. And we just get the kill. Like, that's how easy it is sometimes, because I just know he wants to go in there, right? So I'm just there ready for that. I just know what the enemy's intention is. So it's something you need to practice, but you'll eventually recognize patterns. Like Smolder has to get that wave in, and Camille wants the long lane to all in, and so that's what happened there. And we just go ahead and take the base here, and then we also ward the Krugs, and we have item. Grubs is spawning in about 20-30 seconds, so I just want to be as spiked as possible, so I can be ready to fight that. And that's what I do here. I grab my pink, grab my, not my refill, whoops. But yeah, it's very important to just be as spiked as possible before this grub fight, because I want to be able to get towards the 6 grubs. So coming up is a very, very important technique. I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm about to explain. What this is called is tethering, what's coming up. So when you're playing ranged champions that sort of can poke and pull people, you want to try abuse this when you are outnumbered and you're gaining something on the other side of the map. So right here, my job is to poke and try make them think they can go in, but never give them an opportunity to go in, while Ezreal pushes and pokes and fights the turret, because MF ends up coming here, right? So we're just playing on the absolute limit here, living on 1 HP. That wasn't really planned, the 1 HP thing. I think I got a bit lucky there, but you get the idea. I'm literally 1v5ing right now, or 3v5ing, whatever, with my Smolder and Blitz. And then we're getting something done bot lane while winning this. So this is just tethering, and we're able to do this because we're so strong, while also having such a big advantage in early game strength. And this is pretty much how the game just explodes, because 8 people were involved, and all 5 of the enemy had a negative outcome, while all 5 of us had positive incomes, right? Or outcomes. So we're just so far ahead based off of this play, and we were just tethering, never letting them kill us, while also just playing on the limit and not just running away, right? Sometimes you can, this is just like when you're invading, you're just tethering to pull the laners to you if you're doing like a level 3 invade. It's just very important to think about. And after this, I just hit a quick full clear. Um, Nothing really much to do. I could go top, but it feels like a waste of time after we just killed everyone. All my camps are up, and it'll only be just for a Camille kill, right? And it's not that impactful. Whereas having tempo and being able to play the map after spending my gold or whatever happens is going to be much more important. In another game, if there was 2 people there and I think we can dive them and slowly kill them, then sure, I'll skip my camps for that. But I just feel like it's gonna give me the same reward but less effort and less time to just clear my camps than killing a Camille there. And then I see my Blitzcrank is on the other side, so we just sandwich the mid laner here. It's a very strong technique to use, just sandwiching with your support. If you're both on the other side of the mid lane, it's going to be a much easier kill in the mid lane than just coming from one side and they can't just run to the other side. And I just queue the Raptors here, and I find out that Lily is here somewhere because her topside camps did just spawn. And I'm assuming that red buff's up or something like that. And yeah, I'm able to just go through the river here because it looks like top's fighting a lot, and I just one-shot my crab on the way just to be as efficient as possible. Here we should have killed that Lilia one-shot there, but we didn't, so we just play out the fight regardless. Hit a nice spear on the Camille. And then I just playing to dive these guys very, very slowly here. Even though we don't have a cannon, usually you want to be diving on cannon waves is the general idea. But yeah, we're able to pick up some nice 1-for-1 there. It's not that good, but it's still their jungler dying and our support dying, which is generally good. And we're running low on mana here, but this turret's 1 HP and we have 5 grubs, right? Somehow this Leona didn't die to that Leandries, fortunately. But we just take the base here. We just played 2 sequences out without a base, and we have so much money. The reason we didn't really base is because we had a free kill, and we're already really, really spiked, so there's no really need to get strong again. And this game, I believe, was actually FF'd at 15 by the enemy, so the video's coming to an end. If you want to get coaching by us, join sanspro.gg. And if you enjoyed this video, you had any questions about the video, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to answer, guys, like as in depth as possible, because I'm really trying to help you guys learn. And if you want access to more free educational content, join the Sparrow public Discord. There's builds, things like that. You can ask us any sort of questions about your games in there and sort of get an idea of what the coaching program's like in itself. So I hope you guys have good luck in your games. You're trying to improve and review and get better. And so what basically happened here was that we're just controlling the area for dragon. You never want to just straight up do dragon unless it's free. You always want to set up the area and look for free kills around it, because people will try check it and like try to see if they can get anything off of it. But we end the game there, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace, peace.